I am the kind of person who gets excited about free gravel. So, funny story, I was driving home and I saw a piece of trash that looked interesting. Actually, it's like that little shower caddy that's up there, and it's kind of rusty, disgusting, and I might just throw it away, but I might use it for something for plants, and I don't know, and I'll let you know later. Anyways, so I was driving past that piece of trash, and I was like, oh, that trash looks interesting. So I pulled into the nearest business to park my car to pick up the trash, and as I pulled into the business, I saw a pile of rocks. And clearly they'd been there for a while, and they weren't being used, or loved, or appreciated. And I thought, rocks. I have been needing rocks. I would love to have a bunch of free rocks. So I walked in and I asked, hey, those rocks out there, did you use them for a project? Are they left over? Are they free? Can I take them? And they were like, yeah, they've kind of been there for like a year and a half. So I said, great. I went home, I put away my groceries, I came back, and I got like 2 inches worth of rocks because that's what I could physically carry. And I think I actually will go back and get some more and then like load up this thing. And here's the deal, like they are so useful for putting into like a little planter thing. And right now there's some in here and they're weighing it down, which makes it way more sturdy. There's still not enough for this to fit nicely, but I've got a bunch more that I've washed and rinsed and I'm drying them. And so this is like a metal wire rack with a rag on top. This is a bath towel from my childhood. And it's officially become rags in my 30-year-old era. I'm going to be 33 next month. That is like mind-blowing. Anyways, so these are my nice clean rocks, and soon they will be dry, and then I'll put them in here, and then I'll put this in here, and then I'll put it in the men's bathroom. So I don't even know where to begin. Complete change of topic. So I was at my store where I work the other day, and Jody was saying, Jody's son is 8, and he asked about, somehow YouTube came up, and I said I have 4 channels, which technically I only have 3, Inverse Stream, New Jersey Preacher Girl, and this one, and I'm locked out of New Jersey Preacher Girl, and I had a 4th one at one time that I deleted because I didn't upload anything on it, and then I have the account that I browse on, so I kind of really only have 3 channels. And he was like, you know, my son is obsessed with YouTube and he wants to be a YouTuber. And like, he's 8 years old, and I've been on YouTube long enough to know how much hard work goes into it, and I'm not sure I could do this for a living, I'll be honest. That's a lot of pressure, and then if people don't like what you put out, then you don't get views, then you drop in the algorithm. That's just, I'm sorry, I could not dedicate my life. I could not let my livelihood depend on the algorithm. That's really, really stressful. Like, serving people is good, but the algorithm is stressful. Sorry about the traffic. Anyways, and so Jody said, I was like, I forget what we were talking about, but I was like, I'm not famous. I've been on YouTube since 2009. I'm not famous by any means. Like, my biggest channel doesn't even have 300 subscribers. This one, I was at 299 and now I dropped down to 298, and I just think it's amusing. Whatever. And he's like, you're famous to us. And honestly, that just made me feel really good. But they're my customers, and we're on a first name basis, and actually, this is the perfect segue into what I wanted to talk about. So, at work, I have started training people in regards to like working the cash register. And I've been trying to emphasize to people, you know, offer the membership and explain the benefits of the membership, the rewards program, which is free. It's just an email thing. And then like we also do credit cards. I've done credit cards before. And so it's comfortable for me to offer credit cards. But then I think back to my time in my early retail days, and especially when I worked shoes, and I sold orthotics. Those were really, I was 21 when I started doing that, and it was really, really stressful for me. And so the other day I was feeling kind of impatient with like some of the younger folks I was training, and the Holy Spirit had to remind me how nervous I was interacting with customers when I was 21. And that was really, really humbling. And it made me realize how much my confidence in sales is rooted and grounded in the fact that if somebody turns me down for joining the rewards program or not getting a credit card, it does not affect me personally in any way. And I have come so far from thinking that it would. And a lot of that has all come from like all of the work behind the scenes, just knowing that my value is in Christ, period. And also, contrary to Dave Ramsey, I do not feel morally guilty for offering credit cards. There's a 12-month interest-free option, which can be really useful if somebody needs a large ticket item. Now, yes, Dave Ramsey's goal of cash is king, only pay cash, that's really good. But like, as a business, our job is to provide options, and it is up to the users what they do with those options. And I have a lot of people say, no, I cannot get a credit card to your store because I would not have self-control with it. And I totally respect that, and I don't ask them again. And I apologize in advance if I do ask them again in the future, because I ask a lot of people. So realizing how much my confidence in sales and interacting with other people has just really depended on the work that God has done in my life. It was just a really crazy blast to the past, so to speak, of remembering, oh man, I used to get so anxious about just asking, would you like to try the orthotic machine and see what kind of arches you have, that sort of thing. I still love the Aetrex orthotics. I really, really love the 05 series, which has the metatarsal support. My husband tried the 05 metatarsal support, and he described it as angels giving him fist bumps underneath his feet. And that just made my heart like, yes. And the really weird thing is I'm looking up Aetrex to buy more orthotics, and I'm not finding them. We got him a good pair of walking shoes, and I need to find him some good orthotics again. Because the orthotics that we bought were a knockoff on Aetrex, and so they didn't last for very long. Also, the memory foam orthotics are not worth the money, and I really like the really firm sports material because it has the most shock absorption, but it's really firm and it's really durable. And I have sports orthotics that I have been using from Aetrex for the past 10 years, maybe 11 years. Granted, I don't use them every single day, but I've used them a lot and consistently. And no, like, they're not as spongy, but they're still very, very durable, and they're definitely not disintegrating, which the memory foam cannot say the same. So anyways, that's my ramble about that. Bit of a life update. This is going to be a ramble video because this is what I have right now. This is my option. If you want video, this is what you get. Also, this is bleach from cleaning the bathrooms at work, and it's fine. This is my beautiful plant that I love from my aunt. My plant from my aunt. I've tidied up my patio, and it is super, super wonderful to be out here again. And the biggest thing that I did was I vacuumed these back corners. So you will see there's like minimal grunge back there, and that makes this place a place I want to be. I need to vacuum up in here. You will notice I have like a ton of like spray bottles. So this is copper, this is water, this is the concentrate for that. Yay, bonide. And then this is neem oil because pests are the worst. And then a lot of these are plants I'm going to plant out at church, so I'm super excited for that. This is my arborvitae that I'm trying to get rid of the fungicide. Let's see what else is new. So I'm trying to get my watercolor cards into boutique shops. And I sent a care package to a boutique here, and I haven't heard back, and I'm totally okay with that. Depending on what's going on with them. Like, if it sits on a person's desk for 2 months and then they finally decide to order from me, that's totally fine. If I never hear back from them, I won't worry about it. One of the things that I've made peace, smash cut topic change. One of the things that I've made peace about with being a giver is that I can send out one care package to one friend one time. And if that's not reciprocated enough, I won't feel like they owe me or anything. Does that even make sense? That phrasing is really rough. Let me try again. When I meet people on the internet and I'm like, oh, this thing would be perfect for them, or I could crochet this thing for them, I will do one care package one time. And this is a huge solution, because a year ago in May, I realized that when people don't give back to me the way that I give to them, I become resentful. And I realized 2 things. One, I don't want to give with strings attached, because that is so self-centered and manipulative, and that is not God-honoring, and that is not loving. And Hispanics do that a fair amount in South America, and it's a lot of pressure. Like, if someone gives you a gift and then you have to give it back, because otherwise they'll resent you. That's like, no. And that's kind of a cultural thing but on their part. But anyways, so May of last year, I realized that I need to spend time in nature in order to receive God's love back to me. And then the outflow of that was realizing I can give one care package to one internet friend acquaintance one time. And if we never become best friends or anything like that, that's okay. And the main thing is that I don't end up resentful. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to give without expecting anything and without being resentful. And so I forget how I got on that topic. So sending out a package of watercolor cards to a boutique that I want to sell my stuff, I feel the same way about it. Like, I can give one care package one time and not worry about it. And it costs me easily maybe 20 or more bucks, for all the things included in that. But if it's just a one-time thing, okay, that's not a big deal. And I don't worry about it. So, but I am still hoping to get my watercolor cards into boutiques, because they can sell it for me, and then people can see it in person, and then they can touch the paper in person. And the paper is one of the best parts. The texture is really just, makes it. So I would love for that to happen, but if it doesn't happen, that's okay too. What else is new? I want to plant Shasta daisies. I've got sunflowers at church. I'm holding on to the hostas until the weather cools down, because this way I can keep them watered regularly. Here, look at this beautifulness. How gorgeous is that? I mean, now granted, hostas are grown for their foliage, so actually this is a pretty good example. And then this is a bud just starting. And then this is more of what it becomes once it blooms. So hostas are definitely grown for their foliage, but they're just so beautiful. And I kind of enjoy being a foster plant parent. Sometimes my porch is really, really crowded, but it also gives me a really good feeling of getting these plants ready to live their best life out in the church property. So anyways, and I don't think I'll do it forever, but like a lot of these plants are perennials, and so they'll be there and they'll last for a while and that sort of thing. So work is going okay. I'm doing less than 20 hours this week, which is an improvement. Like I was hoping for 10 hours or less this week, but somebody quit and it's fine. Actually, the guy who quit, he wanted the company logo on a do-rag. And so I told him I would like sew one on for him and embroider it and all this stuff. And the do-rag that he gave me was too sheer, so it wasn't good enough quality. And my manager said, no, that's not going to look right. And I was just like, I was devastated. So then I bought a do-rag that we carry, which is like, thick, solid cotton and nice and, classic. And then the guy quit. So I returned the do-rag and I bought a kite. And I still need to get his do-rag back to him. So that's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So, the work is going okay. I'm grateful for that. The company is really good. They've been really generous with their employees, and so the house fund is making progress. Yeah. But ultimately, I really want to sit down at my art desk and do more painting and art. I would love to have 100 card designs by the end of the year. And like, I already have 10 printed. I've got like 10 or 11 more, so it's only 80, but like I would just love, and like they don't even have to be cards that people like. They can be cards that I like really weird turns of phrase and some imprecatory psalms and just random stuff. Like, but it's for me ultimately. Like, I'm painting for myself, and then if other people like it, that's great. So, yeah, people really, I don't know if that cut my video, but I just got a low power mode signal update, push notification, whatever that is. Oh, this is my new organization. Really stoked about that. Oh, a watering can. Ooh, so this is for church. Super excited about that, and it going to look great in the foyer with ZZ plants. That right there, that is a ZZ plant. That's a baby ZZ plant. These are more ZZ plants. And I'll probably spread them out so hopefully like they multiply and then become thick and lush, and they don't get a lot of sunlight there. But if we like rotate them out with diatomaceous earth, forsythia, hostas, yeah, ignore those other things. Forsythia I love. It's another plant that I've planted. Diatomaceous earth is really great for like a natural pest control, killing fire ants, that sort of thing. But hostas we can put there in the winter, and then in the summer and the rest of the year we can put the ZZs. So, but then in the winter we can like put them in the sun, so then they'll have like energy to produce more leaves, that sort of thing. So, anyways, this is kind of like turning into a brain dump video. I hope this is interesting, and if you're watching this far, that's great. High five to you. Oh my gosh. So, huge, wonderful update today. Actually, let me take you inside and show you. Well, I can't really show you, but I can just show you my life. What is going on inside? Is Ben here? No, he went for a walk. Okay. Hey, Ben, are you here? He went for a walk. Okay. So, this is my art desk. As you can see, I'm really not arting on it right now. Anyways, this is my kitchen table. It's kind of not functional. So I want to get this. This is my kitchen. It is also not particularly functional. So I need to work on that and love my husband. Bye. Oh, I can show you. So this right here, these four buckets right here, this is the current vitamin collection. And today, Ben and I sat down and we made an Excel spreadsheet chart. Specifically, Ben made an Excel spreadsheet chart where he wrote down the cost of every single bottle, the number of pills, the cost per pills, the amount that we take it per day, and then calculated the cost per month to take that vitamin consistently. It was mind-blowing. So the good news is I'm going to be able to work more probiotics into my system, more yeast killers into my system because I am fighting the good fight to kill yeast. And so I just feel majorly empowered. And there was a moment in the conversation where I was just like, I was emotionally shutting down and I was like, okay, I need a break. Like, I need some cold brew coffee with heavy cream because that is my one joy that I can swallow and eat in life. That phrasing was really weird. Don't take that out of context, please. Thank you. Okay. 20 minutes into this vlog. Hopefully all the creeps are not watching by now or bored or something. But anyways, cold brew with heavy cream is one of my happiest things in life. And he was like, what are you feeling right now? I was like, I don't want to talk about anything. He's like, are you feeling frightened? Yes. Are you feeling frightened and fearful that I'm not going to take care of you? Yes. Is that logical? No. Because Ben is very good at taking care of me. And then we sat down and we evaluated what vitamins we can do and what vitamins we can't really afford right now, based on the current dollar amount that we're putting into health accessory category. So, yeah, and I've been off of my vitamins for a week, my morning vitamins. Actually, I need to take my midday vitamins. Let me do that right now. So I have 3 of these and they help me stay sane. Technically, I had a 4th one, but the colors were not uniform and then it broke one of the little floppy flaps and it made me really sad. So I threw it away. I didn't throw it away, but I kept so anyways, these is my midday supplements. So there's 5 of my Mensa blend, and then this is little vitamin D capsules. So, where's my water? Where's my water? Bottle plant. So, do not try this at home, but I can swallow 7 pills at once. Because I have a really big mouth. So that's what I know about that. My poor grandmother she had a ton of pills to take and she would just swallow one at a time and she would get so bored with it. I have tried to swallow more pills than will fit, and it's not a pleasant experience, so I really don't recommend that. Oh, I should really put away the sandwich meat. That would be good. It's amazing the things that you realize you need to do when you have people over to your house. And by people, I mean you. YouTube! I don't know if any of this is interesting. I'm sorry if it is, but thank you for watching if it is. I'm sorry if it isn't. Cold brew with heavy cream. Yeah, we're experimenting with making our own cold brew because it's just so good. And this one brewed for 24 hours and we're going to do it for a little bit less. So, yeah. Oh, the other exciting thing in my life that I need to tell you. I bought a kite. A second kite. Isn't it beautiful? This kite, this design in particular, it needs more weight. So I have attached extra ribbon. How cute is this? This is from my ribbon box, which you saw in the Home Make With Me video. But it still needs more weight. Like I successfully flew that when I attached my car keys. to that kite. And that was what gave it enough stability and weight to actually fly. Grounding. Staying grounded is so important. Otherwise, you're just like, woo, woo. And it was literally flying in circles. So, yeah. Oh, this is really interesting. So I'm in the parking lot at work testing out my kite because I made modifications to it yesterday, that sort of thing. And my manager comes out, and the assistant manager is just like filming me, and it's adorable. And I don't have the footage because she didn't actually hit record, and I've done that on occasion. But anyways, and my manager is like, hey, if I ever get mad at you and tell you to go fly a kite, don't take me seriously. So apparently my drawer was short today. My cash drawer at work, the till. That is like really important for the business as a cashier. And apparently it was a lot. So that's really sad. And he's like, I know you didn't take it, but do you have any idea like what happened? I'm just like, dude, I have no idea. Like maybe I miscounted my 20s when I gave out 20s or for change. Like we didn't have any big, he's like, there's scam artists that'll do this thing. And I'm like, no, I didn't really have it. Like I count stuff when it comes in. I count stuff when it goes out. I did take more B vitamins this morning, but I didn't have zinc to balance it out. And so sometimes if I have too many B vitamins, it'll make me like really tired and spacey. And I think that's what happened today. But I didn't really explain that because that's like a lot to explain. And then you enter into the whole health discussion. It's just like complicated. And it's, if I monologue to you guys about like random thing and I don't go into specifics, then I don't feel so bad. Like, but yeah, I know I did that back in 2016. My mom was like, what if you take extra B vitamins? And I would take extra B vitamins. And then I would just like, there was one day where it's like, I was just so exhausted. I just had to go home because I literally could not focus. I was just like, I wasn't that bad today, but I still was a little bit slower. And I woke up with a fair amount of energy, but I did go to bed at like, I went to sleep at like 12:30 last night. So I don't know, man. Excuse me. Anyways, so my till was short, and he's like, don't worry about it. 21-year-old me would have gotten so worked up over that. And he was like, please don't cry on me. I was like, no, I'm not going to cry on you. 21-year-old me would have cried on you. I told him that point blank. But I was like, 32, almost 33-year-old me is like, what the heck did I do? How can I prevent this? And I've been there since February, and it's June 16th now, so I'm really not worried about it. But yeah, so, and I've come home, and I was like, do I talk to Ben about this? I was like, no, I'm not going to worry about it. Why do I need to tell him about it? Like, it literally doesn't matter. It's, being able to let things go is amazing because old me would have been like looping and obsessive about it. But I'm on vitamins that help me with that. Prescription vitamins. Do not try and figure out this health stuff on your own because there's so many dynamics to the human body of just like everything relates to everything else, and like mints is really good for my brain health, but I really want to find a functional medicine doctor who can actually help me with my gut health because the gut is like the second brain, and we want to figure out Ben's gut health, and like it's all connected, but at the same time, people still have to specialize in certain things. So, yeah. And then I want to get my like lithium levels and all my other like vitamin levels like up higher so that when I go to have kids, I can actually like have a reservoir of vitamins that I can lean into, and I won't be completely wasted or just exhausted when I'm pregnant. And then, because my doctor does not want to prescribe me vitamins while I'm pregnant or breastfeeding, so that's basically 2 years that I can't take normal vitamins. Yeah, I want to be prepared. So yeah, I'm going to drop as much money as we can possibly budget on my health so that I'm not totally cuckoo when I am pregnant and breastfeeding. So that's the prayer. Oh, and this is super exciting. So I have these little glass votive things that I love to use to store stuff. And I was thinking, I want to have my cards in this boutique shop. What can I display them in that will look nice? And I was like, I was at Walmart the other day and I saw this candle holder. I may have already shown you this, but I'm really, really happy about it. And I cannot believe how beautiful this looks. So there you go. Like that will easily fit like 20 plus cards and just my heart. Yeah. So really stoked about that. And then there's just this is just like a collection of all the projects. So, and we've got my kite project that needs even more ribbon. And I've got, that's the yarn over there that I'm going to return to my friend. And I saved the little colors that I want to keep and stuff. And, yeah, that's a family painting over there. And that's a family painting over there. And so, yeah, art. Oh, let me show you my succulent. Succulents? Can I even talk? Dude. How cute is that? Look at that gorgeous echeveria. My heart. And they're just so happy and just multiplying. And I actually trimmed this one here. That's my thumb. I trimmed this one here. I'm trying to point with my nose. Good luck with that. And it's just bursting. So gorgeous. And then this is my new one. Come on. I need to raise the shade. Hang on. Oh, this is my bug trap. Yeah. Let's not look at the other side because it's gross. This is my other one that I just planted. So these are a couple of jade and then a couple of sedum-ish, sedum-esque, and then the echeveria in the front. So I'm really hoping this one grows in nicely. And this one's already getting bigger. And those two are getting bigger. It's just, they make me so happy. And then these succulents are really cool. These are hens and chicks, but they don't have any chicks. They're just hens. And they are finally growing deeper into the pot. Let me see if you can see this from here. I don't know if you can see any roots. There's some roots over here. Yeah. Plant roots always just make me so happy and excited. And so I'm thinking if I can get my hens and chicks into a ceramic container where they, Ben is coming back from his walk. So I will wrap this up soon. If I can get hens and chicks into a ceramic container, then hopefully they will put out other offshoots through the sides and that sort of thing, like a strawberry planter. So, and then this is my other kite. And I tried flying it, except I didn't have my ribbons with me because they're on the table over there. I need to organize my life so I can make art and love people. My name is Meg. I love my Jesus, and I believe in living inside out. Now it's your turn. Go live it.